What's up, guys? Today I wanted to do a video on the UFC featherweight division and most specifically the champion Ilia Topuria. And I want to talk about who I think are some interesting names that I think can beat him. Some obvious names who I think have a chance of beating him, but maybe there's going to be some names on this list you guys would have never considered to face Ilia Topuria. So make sure you guys like and sub. And we just hit 8 subscribers at the time of this recording at least. So let's get right into it. And yeah, first name I want to bring up obviously is Diego Lopes. This is a very likely opponent for Ilia Topuria. I'm not really sure what they're going to do with Diego Lopes because if Volkanovski is going to face Topuria, I'm not sure what Diego Lopes is going to do. If is he going to face the winner of Evloev Sterling? I hope not. I really just hope they do Volk versus Diego. With that being said, Diego Lopes has a very high chance. Why did I say his name? Lopez. Lopez. Lopez? Well, it is Lopes. He has a very high chance of beating Topuria because I think the way to beat him is that sort of wacky, wild, fucking KO power that he has. Because it's not just that he has KO power, but the guy fucking swings. He's wild. But that's going to help him. That might hurt him because that's probably going to get him caught and knocked out if they were to fight. But it might help him because he might clip Topuria with something pretty crazy because he just swings. Now, it's not like Diego Lopes doesn't have technique. He's accurate. You saw when he put away Sadiq Youssef. You saw when he put away Brian Ortega. He's accurate. His punches are very good. He's very accurate, and he has ground game. So that is another factor. Not just the knockout power. He has a very high chance of submitting Ilia Topuria. Obviously, I think Topuria has very high level grappling, very high level jiu-jitsu. He started off as a grappler, like Joe Rogan and everybody else like to say, this guy was a grappler. He's not even a striker. Well, I mean, yeah, but still, like, I think this fight would be incredible. I would pick Topuria, but I think Diego Lopes has a good chance of beating Ilia Topuria. So that's the first guy that I wanted to bring up. That fight would be incredible. The next name I want to bring up, now this is a name I might get shit for. Yair Rodriguez. I think Yair Rodriguez has a pretty wild chance of beating Topuria as well. Um, it's it's those head kicks and it's those wild kicks that he throws. Again, I think Topuria would beat Yair, but man, those kicks, those head kicks, bro. Topuria is susceptible to head kicks. I think Max kind of grazed him with a couple of head kicks in their fight. Obviously Jai Herbert dropped him with that head kick. Somebody else caught him with a head kick. Fuck, I forgot who. He got caught with a good head kick in one of his fights too. I think it was Emmett that kind of grazed him with a head kick too. Um, hey man, you take a head kick from Yair Rodriguez, bro, and he doesn't telegraph his kicks. He's a wild kicker, bro. He'll just throw. He'll throw a jab, two to the body, and then a spinning wheel kick. Like he's wild like that. That is another way. Similar to the first guy, Diego Lopes, you got to be kind of wild to beat Topuria, I think, just from what I'm seeing so far in his career. Or you have to be like an insane grappler. But believe it or not, there's no grapplers on this list. So yeah, anyways, Yair Rodriguez has a very high chance if he throws some wild kicks. But I do think he probably loses to Topuria. But I just kind of wanted to put him on this list. Some people might get mad and say he's washed. He has no chance of beating Topuria. Hey man, you might catch him with a fucking front kick, a fluke front kick, whatever. Even an elbow. You might catch him with a fluky elbow. He's a weird fighter, bro. You can't really prepare for a guy like that. Even Volkanovski said, like, the most nervous he was throughout his title defenses was when he had to face Yair Rodriguez. That was like the most dangerous. He felt that was like the most dangerous guy he had faced up until that point. And he had faced Max Holloway 3 times. He had faced Islam Makhachev. He had faced fucking not Diego Lopes, Brian Ortega, the Korean Zombie. He had faced some good ass opponents, dude. So to say that, I mean, so yeah, Yair Rodriguez is my second pick. And again, I want to reiterate, no grapplers. I'm not saying I did not include Movsar Evloev. I think he loses to Topuria very easily. I think so personally. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I think he has a good chance against Topuria. I really don't think he does. I think he loses very, very comfortably, man. That's just my opinion. All you Dagestani Movsar Evloev fans, all right, hey man, you guys go ahead, be a fan of a child groomer, because that's what he is. Anyways, Allegedly. And he's a really boring fighter. Anyways, Arnold Allen is my third pick. Arnold Allen is actually probably is he the dark horse? The last guy is probably the dark horse of this list. Let's be honest. And the last guy is the guy I'm kind of hoping beats Topuria, but we'll get to him. Arnold Allen is a guy that low key kind of reminds me of Topuria. Now I think Topuria is better than Arnold Allen, so please don't give me shit. I believe Arnold Allen. Oh my god, I hate saying his name. I'm just gonna call him Arnold. Arnold. I believe Arnold is younger than Topuria. I believe so. So he's going to improve. Obviously, he's going to get better. So is Topuria, but like I believe Arnold is a bit younger. But he kind of reminds me of him, man. They do both have that sort of tight guard, almost straight up boxing. Now, I think Arnold Allen does throw a little bit more kicks. He does sort of body kicks. Believe it or not, I saw a stat the other day actually. Ilia Topuria has thrown zero body kicks or head kicks in his whole career. Wow. In his whole UFC career, that is. I don't know if he's thrown any before, but anyways, Arnold Allen, I think he's got power. He's got steam behind his shots. Unfortunately, though, if he were to face Topuria, I could just see him not doing enough. I could actually see it being a decision rather than him getting knocked out because I think he's a safe enough fighter to where he won't just come in with his chin in the way that I think Yair would get caught and clipped. I think Diego would definitely get clipped the way he fights. Arnold Allen might, but then again, look, if Topuria can knock out Max Holloway, he's knocking out anybody. So yeah, I think Arnold Allen. He's got a good chin. He's got a very good good chin, decent chin. But I definitely think that he could give Topuria some problems though. I really do. He's got a technical style. He throws in good kicks. He could mix in the grappling as well. Though his grappling's not exceptional, he's got decent enough grappling. Especially decent takedown defense as well as good takedowns himself. Good entries. But yeah, he's a good striker. He's a solid striker. Reminds me a little bit of Topuria. And low key is kind of a dark horse, but this next guy, this last guy, is the real dark horse and my personal favorite. Oh, you guys ready? Some of you guys, if you guys are casuals watching my videos, you guys might not even know who this guy is. Be on the lookout for Lord Gene Silva. Gene fucking Silva. I've become a big fan of Gene Silva the past couple of months. This guy is incredible. This guy, he's the most autistic fighter in the UFC. He's definitely has autism. I'm not gonna judge him because I have autism. Pretty much anyone who chooses to do MMA or even talk about MMA has autism. You don't think Ariel Hawani or MMA Guru have autism? Then I don't know what to tell you. But I definitely have autism, and so does Lord Gene Silva. But man, this guy, he's got a fucking hell of a chin. I don't think he's been dropped from what I've seen. He's taking shots from guys like Drew Dober. He's taking shots from Charles Jourdain. And look, I know he's only just starting out. I don't even think he's ranked yet at featherweight. But I'm just saying, guys. I'm just fucking saying. This guy, he's putting together a nice streak. He's from the Fight Nerds gym. Again, hell of a chin. Good grappling defense. Fucking wicked one-punch power. He's got a bit of a wacky style too, a little bit. You know, he does throw a bit of elbows and knees and good kicks, man. Obviously, he's got jujitsu. He's fucking Brazilian, you know. I'm kidding. That's like, what's the word I'm looking for? That's like a stereotypical, but like for like MMA. Like, well, he's Brazilian. He's got to have good jujitsu. But in all seriousness, I think Gene Silva, man, he's going to be somebody to look out for that could be a top contender for a guy like Topuria. Because I think there's a lot of guys at featherweight right now. I'd pick Gene Silva. I think if he fought Evloev, he'd beat him. Sterling, he'd beat him. I think if he fought Arnold Allen, I think if he fought any of the guys on the list, maybe except Diego Lopez on this list that I just came up with, I think he'd probably beat all of them. I think he'd beat Yair. I think he'd beat Arnold Allen. Diego, that's a bit of a tricky one. I'd love to see that fight, but that is a bit of a tricky one. But anyways, I think Gene Silva, man, I'm telling you, he's got that. I'm telling you, the GOAT, the future GOAT, Lord Gene Silva, man. I love his name too, Lord Gene Silva. It just makes me laugh. You know what it makes me think of? Lord Farquaad. Lord Gene Silva. Why is his nickname Lord Gene Silva? It's so funny, but I love Gene Silva. He's the most autistic fighter in the UFC, but we love him for it. And I honestly, bro, be on the lookout, man. I really think he has a good chance against a guy like Topuria. I mean, it's way too early to tell, but I just kind of want to throw his name in here at the end just to kind of. It's not like an honorable mention, but I do want to give him a bit of a shout out here at the end. But let me know who you guys think has a good chance of beating Topuria. Again, I'm gonna be honest. Out of pretty much anybody on the list of the four guys that I chose, I think probably Diego Lopez right now, because obviously, yeah, I said Gene Silva, and I said he's a bit of a dark horse, but it is still too early to tell. I think Diego Lopez right now has the best chance of beating Topuria because he has the grappling as well. So if he were to mix in the grappling well enough, it could be very, 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 very interesting. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Who do you think could beat Topuria? Now, honestly, it's not looking good for, for your favorite fighters in featherweight, but I love Topuria. Again, I put no grapplers on this list, so I don't think Sterling has a fucking rat's chance of beating Ilia Topuria. Nor do I think Evloev. Evloev does not have a chance of beating. Like people are saying they want to see this fight next. I'm like, why? Why do you want to see Movsar Evloev versus Topuria? Like you know how that goes. Evloev's gonna like you okay? He's never. I don't. Correct me if I'm wrong. He has never finished anybody in the UFC, and he has like 10 fights. I think. Which is a crazy stat. He's never finished, knocked out, or submitted anybody in the UFC. I don't want to see this guy get Ilia Topuria. I know how this story is gonna go. He's gonna get his legs chewed up. He's gonna try to grapple. Topuria's gonna stuff his takedowns. He's gonna get discouraged. He's gonna panic shoot. And then he's just gonna get caught with like something trying to. He's gonna shoot a really sloppy takedown in like round three or like round two, and he's gonna get caught with like a big fucking shot. He's gonna get rocked and put out cold. I could really see Evloev getting put out by Topuria, man. I don't rate Evloev at all, so he's not on this list for me. I just kind of just did a whole round. Mosar Evloev here at the end, so sorry for you Evloev fans, but he can go suck a dick. Anyways, make sure you guys like and sub. Let me know in the comments below who do you think has the best chance in the featherweight division. Do you guys have any other names that I didn't think of? Like, do you guys think maybe I mean, I didn't say Volkanovski. I don't know. I think Volkanovski gets put out cold too. So, anyways, is there anyone in the featherweight division you think can put away Ilia Topuria, can beat him? Because right now he looks unbeatable. He looks like the Thanos of the MMA world, except for Alex Pereira. Both of them are like kind of right there for me. So let me know who you guys think and like and sub. Yeah, see you guys next time. God bless. Woo! See you at the top. End. Why is it not ending?